was connecting. I beat us
What's
here.
What's up, everybody? We do not know how you beat us to our own show, but thank you for being here. What's up? It's Miss Green Eyes Net from Culture Club Conversations, and that's my cousin right there, Marilyn Monroe, the real
The real.
Marilyn Monroe. If you didn't notice, we are repping Baltimore. Go O's!
Go oh.
Now, to you, they may not be doing good. I'm not much of a baseball fan, but I do know that we're in fifth place, which is not bad to go into the next round. So we still got hope. So
Yes.
because we rocking it, we know we going all the way. So we just decided it's so crazy because it wasn't planned, but great minds think alike. So
I know. That is so because it
and
really was not a plan
it was not a
there. Oh
plan at
yeah.
all. I seen my
Mhm.
old shirt and I was like, oh, we in fifth place. Let me put that on. So, and then you pop on with your O's hat on, and I'm like,
Hey,
okay.
yeah.
I was
Of
like,
course.
oh.
That's that part.
Remember Pee Wee's Playhouse, the key letter is O.
The
Oh.
word, yeah, the word of the day.
The word of well,
Oh,
we'll say the letter of the day or the word. We can say oh like we sing in Sierra and Ludacris song. Shout out to Sierra and Ludacris because I love me some Ludacris.
she does.
I do in real life. We are going to go back to one of my favorites. If you ever remember anything about this episode, it's my favorite. It's scenarios. So we had to dig in the vault because remember, we asked you guys to stop sending us scenarios because we still have so many scenarios that we're going to read. So we're going to get back into scenarios a little bit just to do some fill-ins here and there so that we can obligate these scenarios because we do apologize, but I don't know. I didn't expect for Culture Club conversations to take off this fast in the beginning. I thought we was going to progressively get there, but it's like
Yeah.
boom, and we are very busy women in real life as far as our career. So we try and hang in there with y'all, but if you guys didn't pay attention to Friday's episode, sorry I couldn't be there, but Marilyn Monroe held it down with Florida Girl and her husband, Pressure. Um, they did Black Love episodes, so make sure you log on to our YouTube page and check out the Black Love episode. And if you haven't checked out the episode before that, was all three of us, including our cousin Rem, and that was our dreams and discernment. So make sure you check out that episode as well because if you ever had a dream and it felt real, check out the episode. So, who want to start?
You can. I mean, you're on
Well,
a roll.
I guess it's because I missed Friday, so I really wanted to be on Friday. But shout out to Tyler, the creator, who came to Baltimore and had a concert, and my 17-year-old went to the concert with her friends. So she had a ride originally, it fell through. So Supermom had to come and save the day. So, and I'm single, so black love is still questionable for me. I'm just saying. Marilyn, you was perfect for the episode, is what I'm saying. So I wanted to read off something that I thought was very interesting because it's something that we do. So before we get into scenarios, it's something that we do, and I don't think we realized that we do it until I read this. So the person didn't say who they were. They just sent the email. So I'm not gonna read out their email because they didn't want to say who they were.
Okay.
But the title of the subject of the email was you helped me save my Aunt Benny. So I was like, what? Because the
Okay.
last time I checked, none of us was in that kind of field of career to save anybody.
Right.
So it says, ladies of the Culture Club, thank you for all that you do. I would like to let you know that I detected my aunt having a mental health issue because I watched your episodes and you guys always promote mental health and you helped me save my aunt. So that's all I'm going to read with that because it was really, really emotional and personal and I don't want to get into it. But basically, this person was able to pay attention to their aunt and see that their aunt was not acting like herself and acted on it and put the family involved. So the whole family stepped up for Aunt Benny. And they
Mm.
said it's because we promote mental health. And I know we've been doing it a lot lately because it's hot outside, and here in Baltimore, it's been a lot of mental health issues on the news. Like every day, somebody's just going off and nobody knows how to deal with it. Like the police aren't trained for that for real. So they need to do some better training, but like that made me feel good, and I wanted you to feel good because somebody looked at our
Yeah.
episodes and listened to what we said and actually paid attention to the difference in a family member. And one person is all it takes. It only takes one person. And if you really truly think that that person is out of character, fight it until somebody else sees what you see. Don't give up. Because if you give up, that person will slip through the cracks and they won't get the help that they need. So, mwah, Aunt Benny, we are so glad that you're doing well. Thanks to your family. And shout out to whoever sent that in to let us know that that warmed my heart. So, because scenarios can be a bit much. So I figured I'd start us off with something to warm your heart there.
It did.
so
It
I
did.
have,
It's
I have,
great. It's great to know that people, again, we do these conversations live and for you to review back for just help. I mean, we're not professionals in that arena of mental health, but I think it's important to have friends and family or even just acquaintances to always care about how you are mentally or provide you with the signs or the inconsistencies that may come. And I'm glad that they paid attention to us, saw the podcast or the conversation, I like to call it a conversation, saw the conversation and remembered, to kind of tune in with their family members. So that's awesome. I thank you so much.
yeah, that was awesome. And I figured you would want to hear that because I know we both, when we go through the email, we are looking for two different things.
Yeah.
And it's so much that just actually caught my attention because I was like, you helped me save my Aunt Benny. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So now I have a scenario. Brrr, now we go to see. This is why I wanted to start off with something real because now we going into the real deal. So this person is anonymous. They put anonymous somewhere where it's always warm. So whatever that means, you use your imagination. I have a friend who is a serial dater. My friend dates multiple people, men and women. She has someone in her life, but he also had someone when she met him. She causes problems for him in his relationship, although she knew he had someone. How can I tell her to fall back and do her? It sounds like your friend is greedy and she likes her cake and she wants to eat it too. Because if she is a serial dater and she's dating both men and women, but it sounds like what you're saying is that she likes somebody out of the group of people that she's already dating. And that person has someone, so that person can't really be hers, but she's causing them problems in their relationship. So maybe she really likes that person, but it sounds like she needs to work on herself first because she's confused and she don't know what she wants to do.
I think it's sad because I think a lot of us in culture, I think a lot of times we're afraid to be alone, to have the time, the quiet time, and to sit in quiet places, to be alone and have relationships with ourselves, to listen to ourselves, to date ourselves. Some people are afraid to go on a date by themselves. Like I have practiced the total skill of being able to go out to eat dinner, to take myself out to lunch and sit at a table and feel comfortable with being out in public and eating alone. Or even I've been to movies by myself. Um, and again, I've had times that I was by myself without dating someone. Um, just even dating, not necessarily relationship, but just dating. Um, it's sad, and it like you mentioned before. I think maybe it could be an underlying mental health issue, maybe
Mm.
because
Look,
yeah,
that's your move. My bad.
yeah, some type of a maybe I don't know because it's for you not to be able to sit still and you now dating everybody. You dating men, women, dogs, horses, um, Oreo birds. I mean,
Shout out to the O's.
shout out to those. I mean,
I mean the hoes. I mean O's. It was O's.
but you're dating everything and everybody. And honestly, dating requires a lot of time.
A lot of mental.
Yes, a lot of mental time, a lot of time to, juggle conversation, and then in turn it being the physical of hooking up, going to dinner, going to lunch, going to the park. Girl, guy, whatever you are, sit down.
Like, it says it's a girl.
Give yourself a 30-day reset with it just being
a cleanse, a detox, all of that.
Be in your quiet place. Be in a sense of, just not having those phone calls, even text messages. They're the easiest, quickest thing today. Just, purge yourself and just, give yourself 30 days without all of the dating. And then maybe you can come to a conclusion on maybe a person that you do want to settle down with. So
you're right, because to add on to that, it doesn't say whether there's sexual relationships involved, but that involves connecting with someone else. So you sleeping with those people who sleeping with those people, and you already doing a lot of people.
And even if you're not sleeping, even if it's not the sexual portion, it's just like, you are communicating with them, you're around them. That's that spiritual stuff as well. Like, a lot of times you don't even have to sleep with people to just pick up their negative spirits or demons. You didn't wonder why you all of a sudden are so promiscuous, because even if you weren't at first, because one of the few that you're dating possibly had that spirit. And guess what? That spirit clings to you. So yeah, you need to really just take some time. Again, do what you like. Since you wrote to us, or we just telling you our opinion.
Yes.
Take some time and just kind of, be with yourself for at least 30 days.
Mama used to say
in that time. Please not sing that. That's so serious.
I know. And then you said take your time. That's what made me think about it.
Take your time. Like, you're in no rush.
Yeah, we don't know how old you are. So all of this stuff plays a factor into it too. And the fact that it seems like you're causing a problem with one person who has a relationship, that's a little bit unfair, because this person is obviously accepting the person that you are and the multiple people that you're dating. So if you met that person and that person has somebody, then you're bad. You get whatever is thrown at you. You know what I mean? Like, the person obviously didn't pick you. You picked them. Y'all picked each other. It's a lot. I've been in that situation. So yeah, I've been in that situation. So it's like you get somebody knows that you're together, but then they like your other half. So we'll say my ex-boyfriend. They like your other half, and then they cause problems in your relationship just to, I guess, what you want to so-called say, win him. Because I don't fight over no dude. I fight for me because you pushed me. I don't fight over a dude.
I give you the space.
Right.
I give you the mothership in the space.
Right. So with that being said, long story short, now you got the prize, but then you found out he's not the prize. So he's not the prize because you got him, and he don't really want you. He wants to come back over here and then go over there with these people. So you didn't get the prize. You just settled. You settled for less, and I stayed with the best, which was myself. So Anonymous, thank you for writing us. Thank you everyone who always writes in and says something to us. I appreciate it. But then again, these are our opinions. We're not professionals. So Culture, clap back. Give us your opinion. How would you handle that scenario? And let Anonymous know as well.
That's right. You ready for me?
Yeah.
So I again picked, and then of course poured into purged it from our inbox. This is we had gotten this email of what's your scenario 7 months ago.
Okay.
And we're just getting to it. So
okay.
This may not even be an issue anymore. However,
And
You're
if it
going to
is,
provide you with the information. So it says Culture Club Cousins. I like that. Okay. We're not going to change combo. So, okay. It says, I've been steady with a man for 6 years. We have each been dating other people. This is kind of like, maybe hopefully this ain't the same person. Okay. It says, we see each other every night. He says he loves me, and I know I love him, but he never mentioned marriage. Do you think he's going out with me just to get what he needs to get? And it's signed Gertie.
and you said how long they been dating?
It didn't say. Oh, six. It says for 6 years. This was a 6 month, 7 month ago message to us. She's been dating this man so she's still with him. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
Mm-hmm.
And the hard part is people married or decide to marry or propose or whatever it is you're waiting for at different times. Like some people know they're in love instantly. Some people have love at first sight. Some people want to get married early and get to know each other throughout the marriage because it's more exciting. So each person is different. I can't say why that person is not asking you to marry them, but what I can say is it sounds like you're fed up. So if you're fed up about it and it's too long, 6 years is too long for you, then be an adult and just have a conversation. Just say, hey, hello, remember me? Like, you plan on doing anything with me? Do we plan on having a future? Because let me tell you something. If I could take back the time of some of the relationships I've wasted time in and just moved on, I would have been so in a better place than I am now. Like, I'm not in a horrible place, but I would rather have a fiance or be married by now. But right now, I'm still single. So, with that being said, if you want to be like me, what you said, Gertie? If you want to be like me, then don't say nothing. Just let it keep going. But if you want to be your own person and move on, and there are better fish in the sea. I'll say that. So
I say,
go
I
ahead.
say 6 years. You've been dealing with this man and dealing with this whole shebang for 6 years. Keep going. Just keep going. Because that's what you're going to do anyway. So whether I say what I say, or Green Eyes, keep going. Because let me tell you what Marilyn would do. It would not be 6 years. I will probably give him a year and a half. It depends on like all what's going on. But 6 years, you dedicated yourself in a relationship with someone, and then now you're asking why, or do you think he's just getting something from you that he would?
Possibly,
Girl,
possibly.
like really, 6 years, you can stay with him. I can't even because you're not gonna listen to what I say.
Don't do it, Gertie. Don't do it.
Keep going.
Get out. Get out. And see,
when we offer this, we offer like
I
real
do get where you
advice.
coming from, Marilyn.
People
I
don't
do.
accept it. Like
They don't.
So I'm just tell you what you want to hear.
Right. And see,
Stay with him.
and people don't accept it because then they write in these scenarios and then they be like, oh, they're just hating. Let me tell you something.
No.
There's no hating, whether I'm single, married, have a fiance, or whoever I'm with. It's my opinion. You wrote the Culture Club to ask a question and to let the culture clap back and to have us answer in our opinion. So these are our opinions. You either take it or you don't. I say leave.
I'm gonna talk to you for real. Like leave him. It's like I don't know if you don't communicate with him throughout the 6 years.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't know, but you should.
That's what it sounds like.
But at the same time, like if you allow someone to remain in position to continue to be with you at night, and it just he's gonna keep doing it, and it's gonna keep going on until he probably breaks up with you. Hey, thank you for joining.
Hey, thank you,
see.
We missed you too. So I will add on to that, okay? Because sometimes you gotta let the culture know that you really be dealing with stuff like this. So similar situation. I was with somebody for these many years, and recently I just heard that now would I have wanted to be married to this person back then? Yeah. I just recently heard that he told somebody else because my girls would be like legal in a year and a half. Give me a year and a half and I'm all yours. What? You want to hold on that long? Like a year and a half? Let me tell you something. I heard all of that stuff too. Heard it all before.
Mhm.
You better leave. You better leave. You what she said, you better go now.
Yeah.
Because it's real. They will tell you, string you along. Most of the time, I'll tell you what it was. I had low self-esteem back then. Very low self-esteem. And even though I look in the mirror every day and tell myself that I look good and I love the way I am and blah blah blah, that doesn't really have a lot to do with your self-esteem fully. Like it's a whole package. So because I had low self-esteem, I believe the stuff that this person was saying to me, which is honestly probably where this person is. You believe everything this person says, but
Yeah.
Gertie, leave.
Yeah. Let that go. And don't be so gullible to think that even if you do have a conversation and even if he does pour his heart and says all this stuff that you know it's not going to be another couple of years. He's possibly holding on to you until he is able to go and be with someone else. I've seen men and women. It's not a lot of okay. A lot of these things are not just like all men are just dogs and trash. And then
Right.
trust me, it's more women that are dogs and trash as well.
Right. Right.
So, I've seen men and women both be in long-term relationships, and whether it's marriages or just dating. And guess what? Will turn around, leave you, and go and be with their soul. They'll find their soulmate. Why literally using you as a placeholder because you weren't their type, you weren't the one for them. They really wasn't totally in love with you, but they did it because it just worked out for what it was then. And they turn around and leave. And I really feel like, you guys don't have a commitment. You're dating. It's 6 years. Just you find your soulmate. You find someone else.
Right. Because you about to be real unhappy for no reason. What's I
I
talking about?
I said those women have their reasons. Yes, we everyone, men and women. Again,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of men that are going through the same crap or have been through the same crap with dealing with a no good woman. They're good, decent men. They try to hold out. So yeah, it's a men and woman thing. It's
And
not just women.
everybody has their reason, but let's be real. Be adults and have conversations. That's the problem with people anyway these days. Nobody has conversations. People just assume. You can't assume what somebody's feeling, what somebody's thinking, or anything. You
Yeah,
have to ask so that you know. So if
yeah,
you don't know, opinions are like assholes, and everybody has one. Just saying.
that part. And whoever is tuning in, thank you for tuning in today.
Yes.
Pop up as always, and we're just having what's your scenario. We kind of revamp back to what's your scenario because we have so many questions and scenarios that we hadn't answered that we want to get around to answering. So, as you can see, my cousin and I are coordinated with our Baltimore Orioles attire. This was not planned at all. So this is how in tune we are with each other. This
I
is
gotta put
not a
my
plan
glasses on to
for
read
me
my
to wear this
next
hat,
one.
her to wear that top. Nope.
At
You'll be
all.
repping the Baltimore Orioles, and I'll be soon repping the Ravens, and of course she'll be repping some other team. I don't know.
Philly.
Some other team. I don't know.
But right, we got like 50 more days before football season.
Okay, so look what I just put. He said women loves attention, but some men are too busy to give that. Yeah, if they're working,
let me
if they're
but let me
working
tell you
hard.
something. I hear you, but I am a very busy woman as well. So I'm like super busy, but you make time for what you want, and that is a very true statement. Like you don't realize it until you see yourself neglecting somebody. Now, when you stop neglecting the person and you make time for them and you do it because you want, like, it's hard. Like for us, for instance, with Culture Club Conversations, it's hard sometimes to get us together because life happens. Like sometimes we'll go to get on here and Marilyn will have something come up and she can't, or I'll have something come up and I can't. It's like that's a relationship. This is our Culture Club relationship. But that doesn't stop us for real life being cousins. Like we're gonna keep talking. So it's like you just gotta choose your battles. So like, I
Yeah.
thank you for chiming in. I like it. We miss you anyway. That's our number one fan. For those of you that don't know it, undisputed heavyweight champion, the number one fan is right there.
Yes, it is. And we cannot wait to have you on the show. The
I
conversation.
know. I like
Yes,
that's
we want
it's
you to come on to conversation one day.
it's
This is amazing.
2025. We want you to come on and drop some lyrics for us and just have a conversation. Let your fans get to know you.
We are at Culture Club Conversations. We are approaching 1 year. The end of September would be 1 year since we've been on this show, on this conversation. And it's exciting because we want to continue. I am going to have a spinoff called Turn My Mic Up. It's only 10 episodes, and that's it. It's not going to extend, but it's episodes, conversations with my intimate, most closest friends. And it's getting to know more so me, but getting to know my stories. So we all have stories, right?
Right.
I turn my mic up. Only 10. After 10, we're done. So the next and last scenario that I pulled, this was a question from A. That's what she put. He or she put, well, she. So the question is, hold on, that's the same one. I'm a happily married mother of two single girls. The other day, I overheard my daughter, and she put in parentheses, age 17, talk to her friend about twerking. I have never heard that statement come from my children before. Is twerking is twerking a drug term? Is it similar to tripping or getting high or catfishing? My 17-year-old supposed to go to college next year and has a sports scholarship. And I'm afraid that twerking, and it's twerking, it's not tweaking, will derail her from her career path. Thank you for your advice in advance.
I'm only laughing because I have a 17-year-old girl. And this sounds like somebody that's not very culture uh into culture stuff, because I mean twerking is twerking. Twerking is dancing. So twerking is like dancing, which involves shaking your butt pretty much. And I don't know. Should you be concerned if she was talking about twerking to make the money for her college tuition? I don't know. But it's definitely not a drug. And it's nothing for you to worry about. It's not that serious. Like, if you've never heard her say it, it could be because she's just being respectful, because I didn't say a lot of things around my parents and I still don't to this day. Like, I don't cuss around my mom and dad. And
Right.
I'm 46 years old. So I got the right mind to cuss whenever I want to, but I don't do it in front of them or have never done it. And I have friends who cuss at their parents and have conversations with their parents and cuss words just spew out. And I'd be like, but because I did that, my kids don't do it. So my kids might cuss with their friends, but they don't cuss to me. So just trust and believe that if you weren't twerking in front of your daughter all the time or going out to the club, showing off with your friends in front of your daughter, that you raised your daughter to not twerk. I mean, she might twerk. If she likes to dance, twerking comes out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a form.
Yeah.
It's just all the way you use it.
So I think definitely, and this is to culture. It's important. I really appreciate you. And this you wrote into us about. Let me see. May 21st. So you wrote into us a while ago. So I'm pretty sure you probably found your answer to the question of twerking. I had to make certain that it was twerking and not tweaking because she compared it to getting high or tripping or catfishing, which I was thrown off by that. However, there is a great way of being able to find out terms. And just like you wrote us a nice scenario request or question, you could have actually Googled that and it would have shown you as well as explained to you the definition of twerking. No, it's not drugs. Again, I had to check it. Tweaking is definitely like drugs.
Yes.
But twerking is not. It's a form of dance. The younger generation definitely loves to gyrate, twerk, and do all those things. You know, and sometimes it's not so inappropriate, but it's just a form. It's just a name for a certain dance. It depends on who's doing it, and a lot of times, honestly, it depends on if your daughter has hips and butt and thighs. A lot of times, it looks a little bit more seductive than someone that is a slender build. However,
Correct.
I think at 17, um, I mean, that's what they do. I mean, now if she was like 37, and again, some 37-year-olds like to twerk, whatever. Um, I don't call my dancing like that twerking. I just call it like, but it's definitely dancing. And she's in the safe. She's not doing drugs.
Right. And
So
it's
I said, let's remember, I said, how close is she to her kids? And how long has she mingled with people? She's gonna learn things like exactly.
yes,
Exactly.
exactly. And it all that's exactly what it is. It's all about how close you are with your kids. Me and my kids are so close. Like my oldest daughter's 27. She just left here a little while ago. We're so close. Like, does my daughter twerk? Probably. But she don't just walk in the living room twerking. Like it's not something that you're gonna see like that. It's something they're gonna do when they're out at the club partying. Like us older people, it's not necessarily twerking. You might be with your man and a slow song might come on and you might start like grinding on him with him.
Hmm.
That's like the old school twerking for real because that's what they doing. It's just a little faster and a little more bounce like.
Yeah.
So
And like, I mean, I made a good point. How close is she? Like, really? And why couldn't
yeah.
I? Why couldn't you? Like, you overheard the conversation. Why couldn't you have asked?
And do you have no friends that have children where you couldn't like at the football game or swim practice say, "Hey, what's twerking?" Like I overheard
Yeah.
my kids say it. Like I mean, no, and I don't want to down you because we appreciate the question, we
Yeah, for sure.
appreciate the writing and all of that, but it's like don't because we already announced that we was holding back on scenarios and looking at them later. Don't wait for our advice.
Please don't.
Seek out advice from other people,
For
but
sure.
when you come on like a public forum like this and you hear other people talk like how I is chiming in and saying things, when you hear things from other people it feels better, like you get all of these opinions versus people that are close to you who may just tell you what you want to hear. So
Yeah, but it's definitely so important to, like I said, in other words, like how close are you with your child? Like have conversations. Again,
mhm.
why Culture Club has these conversations. Conversations really kill a lot of confusion. It definitely does not like leave you clueless if in fact you take the time and say, hey, let's talk about this, or hey, let's go over this, and it's no dumb question ever.
Right.
um Again, the terms in these terms and what is it, um languages, the slangs change, like they're
Mhm.
always changing. And then a lot of times it could be opposite of what they are. Like, bad doesn't mean bad. Like, someone can say, oh, you bad. That doesn't mean you're like bad, like naughty. It could
Right.
be because you look good. So these
Right.
terms and these slangs change often with our culture. So it's important to keep up with those terms. Use your computer and Google them. Use YouTube and Google it or search it. As well as ask friends that have, like Green Eye said, if they have friends, say, hey, did your child talk about twerking? Or just have the conversation with your child to say, hey, what exactly are you talking about with twerking? What is that?
Or
Um,
what do you not listen to music?
um,
Like I'm lost. Like, what is your music choice? Like, what do you like? Because back in the day, Missy was already telling you work it. Like what? Like
yeah.
we you know twerking is not it's not a bad thing. If you taught your child right, twerking won't lead to anything but just twerking. And at the end of the night, they're gonna go home.
Twerking doesn't need having to start working the pole. It could possibly be just that gyrate again, and it
Right.
depends on the build. Some people have that hips and thighs and butt, and it just looks super like versus slim little
Right.
thick, and you be like, oh, okay, she just struggling. So
I love that
yeah,
question because I just love all the questions because they're just so interesting because I never know what is about to come out of your mouth, what you
no,
picked, and vice versa. So I have one more.
okay,
Excuse me. It's from Timothy Wright in Florida. And I probably picked Florida because you just did the Florida girl
yeah,
interview. So that probably caught my attention.
okay,
But Timothy has recently gotten a divorce from his wife. She has a job dealing with the public, so I have to see her often. She says we divorced because we grew apart. We were dating for 3 years and married for 8. So 11 years total that I've known her. I
mm,
have to watch her be happy with someone else, so I've been telling mutual friends mean things about her to harm her character because she's a public figure. I did it because I was hurt. She filed for the divorce, not me, and it was unexpected and it hit me like a ton of bricks.
mm.
Culture, can you help me make this first public apology to her
Oh,
and then let your culture chime in on the proper way for me to handle my hurt feelings?
oh, sweet.
Timothy. Well, first of all, whoever Timothy Wright from Florida's ex-wife is, he is so sorry for hurting your feelings because his feelings were hurt. I
Yeah.
don't want to get into the reason why you guys divorced because everybody has their reason. But I want to be the first to say he's sorry.
So I will chime in. I would say that is like very, very mature to come to the realization that it's an apology, no matter how long after a divorce or a breakup is necessary. Granted, we all don't get the opportunity to receive an apology, but to actually even make an attempt to apologize and say, look, this is what I did. People don't like to admit the things that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I did, and I apologize for it, because you can easily say I apologize, and then it's like, okay, so for what? Like, I need to know exactly what part are you apologizing for, because you've done quite a few things, but he
Right.
very much specifically is identifying what what he did, and yeah, his feelings was involved. He was hurt. He is hurt, and sometimes we say and do things that are hurtful, because hurt people. When someone works for the public or works in the public eye, it is very much defamation of character, um, to make certain remarks, especially when you don't know for a fact of this stuff. Defamation is, let's just say you believe that I am mixed with Mexican, in which, my family. But let's just say you believe I'm mixed with Mexican. You believe it. This is what you think. You believe it, you buy it. And you tell everyone she's not black. She's not all the way African American. She's also mixed with Mexican. She's mixed with, and that part is not defamation, because you believe it. You believe what you said, and that was it. However, when you blatantly say some things that is just like, it's not true,
Mm,
um, and then you try to pawn it off as, wanting people to change their minds about your ex, then yes, it's definitely defamation of character. I think it's amazing that you assume responsibility and you are apologizing. I think that's a part of you healing, a
yeah.
part of you like, really getting better and wanting to move on and wanting to create good seeds and karma for yourself, for you to apologize like that. And then you doing a public apology, that is amazing. Like, some people like to apologize, throw hands publicly, but behind, everyone's back, try to,
Men
feel
stuff and
out of
make
place.
up. Yeah.
Right. So I really appreciate that. And I really hope that if she does see this, or a friend of a friend that sees this, please let her know that he does apologize. Um, and I don't know exactly how sincere it is, but based on what he wrote, it definitely is a start. So
It sounds sincere because he did let us know that he is the person who talked about her, and he admitted that he was hurt and he only did it because she filed and it was unexpected. So like, I get it. That's got to be like a bop 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 blow in the chest because we don't know your relationship.
yeah.
Maybe y'all completely were so in love, but if she says she did it because you guys grew apart, growing apart is not something that happens overnight. So it's something that you had to know, you had to feel. So in that time, you could have been working on you guys. You could
Yeah.
have been trying to figure out what's going wrong. Do I have to take her out on some more dates? Do I have to buy her something? Is it time for us to take a trip? Do we
No,
need to
or
see
do
a
you or
therapist?
could you cook, clean, take a bath, brush your
Right,
teeth?
right,
A lot of times it's some simple adjustments that over time with being with someone, you just don't stop, you stop doing, and it's
right.
just, you're less
Because
appealing.
you get
Um,
comfortable.
yes, I said if we divorce, that doesn't make us to be able to be enemies, and that's true.
Right,
However, I'm friends with all of my exes, the few exes that I have. However, good, like friends. Again, friends, and it doesn't mean we eat together every
right,
Sunday and talk every Thursday.
right.
But we are definitely like still cool. Um, but it definitely, you're right. It shouldn't make you enemies. Like an enemy is, I mean, really, some people's term for enemy is it's like, you know, but an enemy is like seriously like some furniture moving when we see each other.
Right,
That's the enemy.
right,
If we ain't
right,
furniture moving, or if nothing is really like taking place when we see each other, you ain't my enemy. You ain't my eye.
right. And I totally agree. Like, this is something that you knew. I kind of feel like you felt it was coming, but you didn't want it to come, and then it happened, and that's where your hurt feelings came from. But
Mhm.
I applaud you for
Yeah,
being the bigger person and wanting to apologize because,
yeah,
like Marilyn said, I've been through some things where I still haven't gotten an apology.
yeah.
And it's to the point now where when I get it, I probably won't want it because I just mentioned it publicly on this podcast. So I know you're only apologizing because you like, dang, I didn't apologize to her. Let me hit her up.
Mhm.
Like, no, that has to come from you. You have to feel it. And it should have almost came automatically, even though with this situation, I don't know how long you guys have been divorced, but even if it's been a minute since you were divorced before you apologize, I get it because I'm pretty sure you said some mean, evil, cruel things because, and then you said them to your mutual friends, and that's kind of backstabbing and disgusting, but that's a whole nother topic. But
And I know everyone is different. Everyone handles grief and the devastation of things differently, like we do. But I've always taught myself. Of course, a lot of things you can't be taught in school. Your parents can teach you and tell you, but you have to really make the educated decision and mindful decision to utilize it as your a part of your life. It's a lot of things you could say about someone. It's a lot of natural responses, I like to say, for being hurt or being upset. But I always think about one, my how that looks on me. When like how that looks on me to sit and then bash someone else that I just ended a relationship with for I was with my ex-husband 16 years married and 18 years together. How that just looks on me. One, how does it look for my children? To eventually one day see this. Now, some people would say, I don't care. And that's, clear because you don't care. But it's not a good, it doesn't promote or help your reputation or who you are as a person. It just doesn't.
Correct.
It doesn't. For me, if I listen to it, I would totally say, yeah, this person, I would question wanting to even be friends with you, because the minute I make you upset, or the minute I decide to end the friendship because of whatever, you gonna blast me. So
Yeah.
you're a liability. You're a very much liability. And again, I note everything when it comes to how people handle devastation and grief, especially if it incorporates hurting someone, and blasting someone. So
So we're streaming live from my Facebook as well, and
awesome.
cousin Nakia said facts, and Griselda Gabrielle says, "How are you doing, ladies? I hope everything is going good, and hope you guys stay blessed and stay successful and stay in your power."
Amen.
Thank
Thank you,
thank
honey.
you, Griselda.
Thank you. My cousin, Nakia, my other, again, my many cousins. Um, I have many cousins, and we're
Like,
also streaming from our Twitch account, my Facebook, as well as, of course, our YouTube, our YouTube. So
yeah,
yeah, and again, this is what's your scenario. We love to answer questions and scenarios on what was sent in to us. We are getting to some scenarios later than we did sooner, so some of them probably had already taken care of the issue. And actually, that's great. Don't wait for our answer.
yeah. Don't
Um,
you wait for our answers,
listen,
boy.
listen. Um, yeah. So
You always get a second opinion, and
please,
let us be the second opinion.
yeah, please. I love to answer questions. I literally solve problems all day long in my sleep, and I enjoy it. That's like the best part of me. I'm super analytical. I'm definitely like, I like to break things down. I like to figure things out. I'm definitely not a one way thinker. So I love these questions. I love when people confide, like take the time to confide in you in a sense, because that shows some form of vulnerability and trust. Like they trust you a little bit enough to say, I want to hear what exactly or how exactly they would handle it or what they had to say about it. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I really like it too because like we said, we do this for the culture. We like to talk about everything, topics that people don't like to discuss. So therefore, like I was able to chime in a little bit tonight and say, hey, I was dealing with a situation like that. That's what we do it for, because everybody is going through something
yeah.
and they don't want to talk about it. So if
What do you have to say? I said I want to say something.
go
What
ahead,
do you want to say? I love when you're on here because you are just not some eyes watching. You
yeah,
are so, you
I
participate so
is
much.
always, this is why I is our number one fan. I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now.
So what you want to say? Please tell us.
But literally, a lot of people don't like to talk about things or to admit that they have a problem. So if
Yeah.
you just listen to our scenarios or you just listen to our episodes where we have a said topic like to discuss, and you're like, oh man, I'm going through that, or my homeboy or my homegirl, and you're able to be like, well, I watched this episode the other day and they
Yeah.
said you should listen. That's what we do it for. Because
Yeah.
unfortunately, our culture just does not like to seek the proper help. Like, it's nothing wrong with needing help. Okay, there goes the
Okay.
question.
Go ahead. Read it.
I have a new partner now, and anytime we have issues, she always talks about her ex. What should I do?
Okay, so
Oh.
let me get a little, since you are live and you are communicating with us actual in real time and in real time, both two real times. Please tell me what exactly does she say regarding her ex before
Yes.
I give you
And
a
what I think he's
recommendation.
going to say is whatever
What you
they
think?
have an issue, she's comparing the two.
Let's
So
hear.
it's,
I like
yeah,
to know.
it sounds like she's comparing the two of them, and I'm hoping she's not saying, "Well, my ex wouldn't have," or da da da, or "You act just like my ex," is one or the other.
Let's hear. I'm interested in exactly kind of what exactly is she
Which way
mentioning
is
about
it?
her ex? You know,
What is she
what
mentioning about
is
her ex?
yeah. Yeah, because that's
And
important.
that is very important. You should never compare.
No.
You should never compare. Like, it just doesn't work out.
It says she always compares me with her ex. So yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem, even if it's in a good way. Like, let's just say you are
Yeah.
like super loving to her and you are affectionate, and she mentions, oh, my ex used to be affectionate as well, or da 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 da. Hold on, he said she always says I'm too soft. Then you know what? You need to let her be hard by herself, because you don't want a girlfriend that is demasculating you. Period. You don't want someone to say things to you to like pull away from your being a man, the man in the relationship. She made the commitment with you as your girlfriend for a reason, and if she wants to insult you in that way, then you seriously you need
And
to
there
explain to
is
her that she should be single.
And it's really no woman out here that doesn't want a guy with a soft side. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want my dude to be hard all the time, because the
Yes.
soft side comes with flowers and cuddles and all of that. If your guy's going to be walking around being hard all the time, he might push you to the side when y'all walking next to each other. Like, go ahead, walk over there by yourself. Like, is
Yeah,
that
and
the type of person that you want?
that means you are sympathetic, empathetic, loving, kind. Like, a lot of some women think that's soft when a
Mm-hmm.
man shows such emotion, and it's actually not, because a man is still, guess what, a human. You know.
How long have y'all been together while we talking right now? See if you can chime in how long y'all been talking right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious to know.
She needs to be an ex. I'm just saying,
She
like, she needs to be. Yeah,
does. It
for her
sounds
to
like
like
she needs to be an
emasculate
ex.
you, that she needs. Yes, it's no. The disrespect is not acceptable. That's
No,
disrespectful.
and it is, and it's really disrespectful to compare the two. Like, you just don't do that. Like,
No,
you
you
just
don't.
don't.
You
You
don't.
don't, because to me, if you still comparing me to him, are you still thinking about him? And it's vice versa. If a dude was comparing me to his ex, I'd be
Yeah.
like, why she's still on your brain? Like, she would never. Or
Yeah.
she used to cut my sandwich this way. Well, go back over there so she can cut the damn sandwich that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not cutting the sandwich. She used to
I'm not.
do this. Who cares? Go over there where she do that at then. Because I
He
don't do that.
said, like yesterday, I left her in a barbecue spot because she was nagging. Ah, yeah. I don't blame him.
Well, let me tell you, if you left her already hanging, leave her for real. Leave her for real. Because that's already the start of sounding like you can't, that's not for you. If you felt that way to leave her somewhere, yeah, y'all not good for each other.
But for you to leave her in a public place at a barbecue spot, that means she was being disrespectful to you in public.
Mm-hmm.
Enough for you to get frustrated, to not even want to respond back and just leave. And
Mm-hmm.
you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Yes.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. You had, well, you should consider like ending the relationship, because that verbal abuse is it's not gonna get better. It's not. She's not gonna one day wake up and then start respecting you and start seeing you as anything different from what she's been calling you. So
Correct.
yeah. What is that?
Correct. Now her dad and mom keeps calling on the phone, and I don't want to answer their calls.
So why are they
So
calling?
they're probably calling him because he left their daughter behind. Let's be real, because I would probably feel some type of way too if my daughter
They
came
know their
home. Like,
daughter. They
but
should know
they
their
do
daughter.
know their daughter. They know
Uh-huh.
their daughter, so they know that she nags and gets on people's nerves, because let's be real, her mom and dad probably have it out with her a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean,
And honestly,
you
I
don't
would
owe them an explanation.
you don't, but at this point, just to kind of, like, I'm big on communicating, and sometimes I
Yeah.
don't want to. So I would answer the phone and I wouldn't call them. I would just answer the call when the next time they call, and just explain to them, like, hey, how can I help you? One, two, this is what I did because this is what happened. And that's it. Period.
But then she gets it from somebody. So what if he answer that phone and it's more nagging?
Then he has the right to hang up. I think again, everything ends with communication. Just communicate it. Now, of course, I'm not saying keep allowing them to harass you. Absolutely not. What do you say next? I
Yep,
guess you
I
might
got
have
you.
given them yep.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. She went
Yep, of what
home and
happened
told them a
yesterday.
totally different version of what really happened. So
Yeah.
they could be calling to get your side of the story, and bear with them because they're parents. They might fuss at you at first for leaving their daughter behind because they're gonna argue with you. A real man wouldn't leave a woman behind, but a real man knows when to walk away too before things get deep. Because let's be real, women put men in different predicaments. Like they get you stuck in a situation that you don't want to be in. What do you say?
Moreover, my mom doesn't like her, and my mom has someone she wants me to marry. Then that's all that. When your mother, if you are in a decent relationship, in a decent space with your mother, because every mother child relationship isn't always good. So a lot of times those opinions don't matter. But if your mom is a good mom and you have a good relationship with your mom, and your mother does not like her, in addition to what you told us about her, because now I don't like her.
Right. Right. But we want to
I would
really
just let it go. However, you have to look into this other lady because we need information on this other woman.
right. Right.
We don't
And
want you jumping out the fire into the frying pan into the fire. You
right.
know, yeah. So,
And if
but
your mom
definitely,
doesn't like her, definitely take that into consideration because your mom is your mom all the
yes,
time.
yes.
Like, no, you don't have to take your mom's opinion or advice or even marry the person that your mom wants you to marry. But maybe you should consider it because you and this girl are already off to a bad start.
He said he's gonna go with his mom's decision. I think you
I
should.
think you should too. Your mom knows you.
Yeah,
And I don't think that she would
and
set
I
you
don't
up
think
with somebody that's
yeah, but I don't think she would not like someone just to not like him. I
right.
believe she knows some of these things that have been this girlfriend is doing and saying to make you not feel like so good. So your mom is not wrong.
Well,
And honestly,
as moms to boys, we can sense stuff too. And I mean, moms to girls too when it comes to dating boyfriends, but we just can sense something that sometimes you guys don't pick up because you're so infatuated with the person.
yeah.
And it could be just the way she might have talked to your mom crazy. And to you, it might not have been crazy, but she might have been a little snappy. Us moms don't like that type of stuff.
He said, I'm much more closer to my mom and I tell her everything.
Oh, yeah. Go with your mom.
Yeah, go with your mom. Your mom's not gonna
And blessings to that relationship.
yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
But for
you are
sure.
amazing.
But for sure, in the relationship with that, I mean, like, what before it gets to the point where she throws out bogus charges on you, because she sounds extreme.
Yeah.
She sounds extreme, and of course, if you don't go with what what is her sign? Please post her sign. When is her birthday? What is her
Yes. When
sign?
is her birthday?
What is her sign? I'm waiting.
Yeah, we definitely waiting to see this.
When's her birthday? I'll tell you the
Look,
sign. What's her
please don't
sign?
be a Taurus. Please don't be.
Okay, let me guess. Let me guess. She sounds like either a Capricorn, a Libra, or a Pisces.
I was going to say a Pisces.
Or maybe a Scorpio, but let's see.
I was going to say she sounds like a Pisces.
Let's see.
Come on, I.
Come
You
on
got
now.
us now. What's her birthday?
Woo! What do you say?
He told her today on the phone that he's going to get married to who his mom picked.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I like you.
in the meantime, tell us your current
Your
girlfriend's
your
sign.
ex.
What is
Tell
her
us
astrological sign?
yes,
Her
when is her
birthday. What is
birthday?
her
Her month
birthday?
and her day.
What's the month and day of her birthday? I'm sure you know this. If that's your
Um,
girlfriend.
I'm waiting. I want to see this so bad because I want to see who's right. Please
Girl.
don't be a Taurus. Please don't be a Taurus because I'm a disowner for the Tauruses.
There's always some bad apples and everything.
And every zodiac sign.
Yeah, they'll throw a curveball, and you're like, really? But again, mental health also has, it's that curveball sometimes. So, and traumas
And I
and
know
things
we
like
have a
that.
delay when it comes to our communication with I because he is
Woo!
actually
Okay, this is the verdict.
ah. Are you kidding me?
She's a Taurus.
Oh man, I'm disappointed. Well, on behalf of me for the Taurus Zodiac Nation, we disown her.
Yeah.
We can be very stubborn, but we're definitely very loyal. So I don't know what's going on with her. We can be very stubborn, so she could be just, but I don't like to fight. I don't want to fight with the person that I want to be with. I don't want to argue all the time. So, or be nagging.
No, I that's one thing
Damn it.
I've never been a naggy woman. Like it's
Damn
either
it.
like you do what you do, and I just have to accept it, or just I have to leave. Like I don't got time to go back and forth to be nagging to remind. I don't got time for all that. Mm-mm. Like
Damn it.
that's what a woman or a person does with their child.
Right.
Okay, so he's August 1st. He's a Leo. That's my moon.
Ah.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
August 1st, and
Okay.
that's actually my dad's birthday. My dad is August 1st. So yeah,
Wow.
awesome.
Wow.
My baby
That
boy is August 3rd. So Leo,
that was
that's Leo season
amazing.
coming up next. Well, it looks like we are a little over 1 hour, in which we
And
could always
thanks to
do more.
I because he gave us our own scenario
As he always
live
does, as he
as he
always does,
always
and
does.
I love when he's able to come on, and he certainly participates and always gives us some feedback.
And if
I
you
really, really
guys don't
love.
know, it's super late where he is right now, and he is hanging in there and asking questions at the same time. So that's the reason why he's our number one fan.
That's right, and we appreciate him.
We do
So,
appreciate you.
yes. So with that said, y'all, culture, we are actually concluding today's What's Your Scenario? We
Yes.
had so much fun. It was great coming back on my cousin Green Eyes as we represent Baltimore Orioles. And
This
again,
is the land and the home of the O's.
that was totally coincidence. We did not
It
know he
was.
was wearing the black and orange. But we thank you so much to you were I guess our guest without being
Our
on.
guest
I
host
guess.
without knowing it.
Yeah, you're a co-host. So we really appreciate you and all the viewers that tuned in. And yeah, he said, thank you so much. I'm here because I love this family and we love you so much. The cousins are super like fans of you, and we really appreciate you taking the time to share on our Facebook pages. All three of us share our content, and we will support you whatever you do. We really, really appreciate you. It's very hard to find true people that are just like super supportive and just in a good place, wanting to be supportive. We really thank you. Yes. But with that said, we wish you all have a great Sunday and good night. Good night,
Yes. Good
cousin.
night. Good night. We love you, culture.
Love you.